Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Imperial Destroyer. Last time around, I teased about this battle as we were gonna put Sweden as a colonial empire. We were gonna seize some territories in the Americas, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack the pirates. Now, I actually was hoping that the pirates would attack out of the fort as I laid siege to it. But that did not happen, so unfortunately we're gonna have to assault the fortress, which is actually gonna be kinda good for us, because one of the big problems with fighting these pirate units is that they're kinda spread out. They're sort of mob-like, while the normal line infantry in this mod is compact together a lot more than what they normally are in Empire, so they're really shoulder to shoulder in this mod, while the pirates, they have at least like a man-sized gap in between them, so rather large there. With that said, however, let's go straight into it and fight this battle, shall we? And there we can see it, the pirate stronghold, full with booze and whoring, and we are about to cleanse it in the name of the Swedish Empire. What I'm going to do is, as I always more or less do against these types of forts, we're gonna have a main line attacking from the front and sort of keeping them occupied, while we have troops moving in on the side, taking those side walls, and then we're filtrating in and taking the main flag. Put the cannons on the side here. And yes, with that said, let's go ahead and start this. One thing though that I learned since the last time I fought the pirates is that the pirates can deploy mines in the same way that you can in Napoleon, so that what we could possibly walk onto explosions and stuff like that as we approach the pirate citadel. I want to take a closer look at the general unit, because it looks kind of strange. Let's see, is this the general unit? No, this is the sniper unit, which is moving through there. Oh, you know what? They looks like they've bought some of my African goods. That one guy right there. I'm pretty sure, as I recall from playing this last time around, or a similar battle, or what the last time I tried to take this fort, is that is actually the flute guy. However, we've got someone playing an entirely different flute. If we can find the general, I think he's probably gone down here and disappeared into the masses, so we can't actually see the general proper, but he'll probably pop up as we move in to fight this battle. Let's go ahead, deploy the guns and start shelling through here, and that gives us the opportunity, it gives us the go-ahead to launch the attack on the front. I'm gonna put 4 units here. Oh, there he is actually. There is the general. And he's put a few spikes ahead of him. And then we've got what looks like to be a transvestite playing a flute there next to the captain. Quite interesting here. I wonder who made this to decide that, you know what, the captain is gonna have a scantily clad, let's see, night worker dressed next to him playing the flute. I can't exactly remember how I did the joke last time around, but it was something about playing another kind of flute, a kind of meat flute, if you get that. But let's keep this one advertiser friendly, so no sort of jokes of that sort. Let's go ahead and charge forwards the units and see about shooting the captain and his lovely accomplices. Or at least one of them. The other one are barbarous pirates. Let's see. We've got that other small unit out here. Oh, they've placed their spikes out there. I think maybe the flute joke is probably not as bad as mine about my African goods joke. It's probably actually worse. But let's just hope no one gets it. Keep firing cannon shots through there. Our troops are advancing in good order, and it looks as though the captain and his scantily clad crew has taken to hide within the fort walls. As these guys approach, we will now have to push them a bit further up, because the idea of the first attack here was to just push up so we could shoot the general, but as the general has pushed back, it's high time that we moved closer to the wall to fire upon our enemies. And yes, we're going to be able to reach and be able to fire upon them, which is good. The thing is, the melee is going to be a problem, so I'm wondering where we should try and climb the wall, because if they go into melee, the pirates will certainly win in a stand-up melee fight 1-to-1, because not only are they better at melee, but they the pirate units outnumber us. Luckily, it looks as though we have a situation where the pirates are actually going to come out of the fort, in which case I'll use 2 units to come in like this. This one can actually pull back a bit and hold back there, and we'll get 2 to do a similar thing on this side. And as they actually come out of the fort, I can tell the front lines to pull back a bit, because we want to shoot down the pirates. There's going to be no point in trying to stand close there and try to melee them. Alright, they're coming out of the fort. We're going to pull back to better positions. What you will be doing is back there and hold your fire. And we'll be pulling back. We'll let them march onto us, hopefully. So we got 1 pirate unit is making its way out of here. Let's see. Is he going to continue its march forward? I might have moved my troops a bit too far back for it to actually be a... Oh, you know what? Let's open up flank fire and see if we can get these guys before they contact with our unit. And ooh, they're wavering. We could have a good chance of defeating that unit before it's absolutely crushing into us. Right, it looks as though I pulled back too early and most of the units are back on the wall because we're not close enough. The pirate unit is broken. We still lost about 80 men, 70 men. So let's try that again. Pull these troops forwards and try to get the enemy to leave the comfort of the fort to fight us out here. We have these guys on the sides. Once these guys react, these will try to possibly, you know what, go for the back wall instead. The general and the cavalry can move up. Or the generals, there's 2 of them. Or one, it's actually only 1 general. The other one is just a general's bodyguard. Oh shit, this one's taking heavy fire. Lost quite a lot of men, even though it wasn't really... I guess maybe a cannon shot flew through. Killed him? I don't know. Looks like they're doing the same thing now, so they're moving out. Trying to gonna charge out here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold fire with these 2. Let those other 2 fire. And I'm gonna close the distance a little bit with these guys on the side. At least to the point where they can fire at towards the center there. So that'll be good. And then we get these two to come to the back. And these two to actually, they can actually come at this side because most of the enemy is now concentrated here. So as long as we try to just get up on the sides where the enemy is not, we should be able to stay safe. Let's go ahead and open with the flank firing, and then if the enemy goes ahead and does a complete forward charge here, we've got 3 units ready, fully loaded and ready to fire into the enemy, and we've got troops on the side as well to help out in a struggle if that's the case. We've got the general actually. See if he lost his flute girl. No, she's still alive. And let's see of the other unit. They haven't lost anyone. Oh, the enemy is gonna stand there and trade fire with us. That won't do. It seems like the rest of them are holding, so you know what? Unleash fire upon these bastardly pirates. Right, prepare here. We'll climb on 2 places. And these guys will also climb on 2 places. And we'll prepare to scale these walls. Even though we have a superior amount of muskets trained down upon them, they're still holding on quite well. It's possibly, as I said, just because they have the same kind of spacing you have normally in Empire. Let's go ahead and climb these walls and strike down the captain and his evil daughter. It's probably more what's it called? Advertiser friendly to call her daughter rather than something else. Right, forwards and open fire. So we'll concentrate now, fire on the walls, so these guys in the back will fire up towards the guy on the walls, and we'll have these moving forwards here. Could be targets for enemies coming out of the fort, and in that case I could shoot them down. Right, we have our guys on the walls and are now fighting with the pirates. I've got 320 men fighting a small unit of 12. That should definitely go our way. And at the same time we've got the captain and his small crew over here. They should also succumb to the superior numbers of our troops. But it looks as though the pirates are actually not going to take my bait this time around, and they're going to attack the troops that are climbing the wall. We've got a unit here. I don't like that. Cavalry and the what's it called? Bodyguard to move forwards. What I could try to do is climb up here and try to force my way through this, but that could also be nasty. Currently we haven't taken the wall, but I'm hoping that we should be able to capture this. Right, the cavalry charge in and dispatch these bastardly pirates. At this point, I mean, there's no point in firing with the cannons because we're not really firing anything. And since the enemy is not trying to come out, we can have these firing as well up towards the walls. And with those full volleys, I mean, we're putting down so much bloody fire on the top wall here, but yet so few casualties. Right, so let's see how it's going over here. It's going pretty well actually, and this unit is about to succumb. There's only a few. There's the officer of this unit that's still fighting. We haven't actually claimed the wall yet, which I'm kind of surprised that we haven't done that yet. Seemingly the captain was saved here by the fact that they pulled in a full unit to stop me climbing up. This unit right here, I could possibly try to charge in and claim the inner wall. Oh, that one just gave way. How about you... How about we sandwich this one? Cavalry is chasing after that one. So we have a possibility. Let's go ahead and take these two. Try to climb these walls. And then we'll take these two to climb the walls here. And let's see if we can actually get in. The units that are climbing are now actually giving up en masse. I'm not entirely sure how all these guys died over here. Gatehouse. Oh, we actually took this gatehouse. I never saw that we had it. This unit was cut down to just 11 men. This one's not doing nice at all. And at this point the battle has got raged on for about 15 minutes. And yet we have made little to no progress. But soon, hopefully, we should be able to get inside. We have an enemy unit stationed there on the outside. Let's see if we can't go ahead and... Oh! Ah, it's the mines! It's the mines. They placed mines. I just saw a mine, but it exploded inside the wall. And did 50% damage to it. Let's go ahead and see if we can climb up here and attack this. Claiming this wall means my cavalry can get through. We should be able to... Yes, we just claimed this wall, which means I can send these two straight in. And unfortunately, the unit that was stationed out here has skedaddled, so we're gonna send these three to attack through here. How's it going over here? We should be able to climb up, kill that guy. Let's get the cavalry on this side and just try to get everyone in through this gate right here. We're sending up tons of troops. The thing is though, the pirates, as we can see... I mean, are there any pirate corpses here? It's all, like most of it, is just my troops. Oh, they're actually climbing out. One unit is climbing out. Let's give them some good fire. Right, let's get inside. Send more troops in. Form lines and prepare to fire on these guys. And then I want you 2 units to come in. And then I want the cavalry to charge in as well. Ah crap, we've got an enemy unit coming there. You know what? Charge for the point, shall we? Cavalry, go ahead and stop this one. And then I want that extra general's unit to charge in against these guys. Once the cavalry is gone, you will take position to fire up on these. And then the second unit will just be to back up this unit. Once these guys are ready and in position, I'll tell these guys to move off to the right, and in that way opening up for these guys to fire straight into this mess. This unit in the center should form square and prepare to defend. Let's see if we can't cut down the captain and his bastard crew. It looks to be going quite poorly for my men. I imagine that the pirate crew and those troops there are have quite high stats. So this unit is ready. I'm gonna pull my men away. This bodyguard unit doesn't matter really if I shoot it down, because it's not actually a proper general anymore. And off goes the pirates. And we'll tell them to just chase after them. And the cavalry was absolutely cut down by infantry with just cutlasses. Keep up the fire, lads. Go ahead and kill these bastardly pirates. Oh, the general was killed. Although it cost me probably quite a few hundred men. Right, come down from the walls. We've captured this wall, we've captured this. We have all the walls at this point. And slowly but surely we are winning this battle. Soon this unit will be forced to withdraw. Same with the rest of them. Oh, the unit that I sent out here was never able to really fire and got killed. Right. Everything's captured, but Jesus Christ, we lost a lot of good men. I'm hoping that the home region appreciate the sacrifice we did, just so they can have some sugar in their coffee. With this said, let's go ahead and end the battle and take a look at the horrendous statistics that this battle surely will produce. And here we're looking at the statistics of the battle. I deployed 4,400 men, basically. While the enemy deployed 2,500. I lost about half my force, while the pirates obviously lost everything of their force. Highest killer on my side, 400 for a line infantry unit. Regiment of horse were able to cut down a few, but I imagine most of these were when we chased the enemy down rather than actual straight up fighting, because when they fight a pirate unit, they got cut to shreds. This should also probably kill the pirate kingdom as well as a unit within this. They might still have a fleet, but I'm pretty sure that the pirate kingdom will be destroyed as a nation of the world at this point. So yes, let's go ahead and end that, and boom! The region of the Bahamas was captured for the glory of Sweden, and the pirate kingdom is no more, and the Portuguese lost their chance in getting a colonial empire. Since this is the only area we have, and it doesn't really matter in terms of trade whether or not you have a trade port or a shipyard, I think I'm gonna keep the shipyard here to be able to create powerful ships that we can hold here in the Caribbean. At the current, the area is not very happy. They're gonna have to turn that around. Mostly, I think, is by increasing the repression. At current, it is 10. I wonder if I fully put the troops here, or if I increase, it will cost me 6,000. So most of this, I wonder if it changes. We'll let it go a turn, and then I'll have some money to actually replenish this force. I like how the Portuguese was actually pushed over into British territory. Are they at war with Britain? Normally, Portugal is a friend of Britain. They are allied, and they're actually at war with the Spanish and the French. Wait, the Portugal? Portugal is at war with Spain. How has Spain not been able to crush the Portuguese? I also see that I'm not trading with the King of Savoy. How about a trade deal? What? You don't find my African goods desirable? How about you, Austria? You want some trade? Irregrettably, I don't want no African goods. Right, so that deals with this. No, not attack. I want to put them in port. So we'll be able to sell goods from there. We still have some Spanish thing. The thing is here, I'm not entirely sure if I want to go in and possibly go ahead and... I mean, Britain dominating the North America is not good if we want to keep our colonial empire intact. So, war with Britain in the colonial theater seems like a certainty. So we'll see what happens there. Back in Europe, looks like I have some cleaning up to do in terms of enemy units and so forth. This fight should be just a push over. The question is if I am ready really to push through this way and capture this, because then we what I really want to know is what's going on here and what's going on. I mean, we can see what's going on here, but I want to know what's here. If there's a lot of enemy units and stuff, we might not want to push forward to this fort and keep this as a buffer zone. So we'll stay here for now. I need to scout here a little bit to see. We also got some strange Polish units moving in here, which is comprised of cannons and some cavalry. And also, I'm not entirely sure how this unit managed to get here. Cavalry and some infantry. Not entirely sure how they got there. We still have some Prussians we need to throw out. And then this region is not that happy, so we'll see about a possible Prussian uprising, which could be very deadly. And then I'll have to go ahead and try to retake this region, or if I can turn it so unhappy that it just revolts against the Polish, but then it would probably jump over to the Russian side. We've got a spy over here, so I can use him. I need him to go over here, and I'll take a look at the rest of my spies. But this was the pirate episode, and I hope you guys liked the pirate episode. And with that said, as I always say, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!